Once whilst in some town on the banks of a river in America, Swami Vivekananda chanced to meet with a party of young men who were shooting vainly from a bridge at eggshells which were moving with the current of a small stream. These shells were loosely strung together with strings, at one end of which were tied small bits of wood inserted crosswise into the shells, and at the other a tiny stone which served as a sort of anchor. The Swami watched them, smiling at their failure, when one of the party noticed this and challenged him to try his hand at the game, assuring him that it was not so easy as it looked. Then the Swami took a gun and successively hit about a dozen shells. They were all astonished and thought that he must evidently be a practiced hand, but he assured them to the contrary, saying that he had never handled a gun before and that the secret of his success lay in the concentration of the mind. The difference in their power of concentration also constitutes the difference between man and man. Compare the lowest with the highest man. The difference is in the degree of concentration. This is the only difference. Everybody's mind becomes concentrated at times. We all concentrate upon those things we love, and we love those things upon which we concentrate our minds. When we hear beautiful music, our minds become fastened upon it, and we cannot take them away. A child loves lively music because the rapidity of the notes gives the mind no chance to wander. A man who likes common music dislikes classical music because it is more complicated and requires a greater degree of concentration to follow it. The great trouble with such concentration is that we do not control the mind, it controls us. We hear melodious tones or see a beautiful painting, and the mind is held fast. We cannot take it away. If I speak to you well about a subject you like, your mind becomes concentrated upon what I am saying. I draw your mind away from yourself and hold it upon the subject in spite of yourself. Thus, our attention is held. Our minds are concentrated upon various things in spite of ourselves. We cannot help it. Now, the question is, can this concentration be developed and can we become masters of it? The yogis say yes. The yogis say that we can get perfect control of the mind. On the ethical side, there is danger in the development of power of concentration. The danger of concentrating the mind upon an object and then being unable to detach it at will. This state causes great suffering. Almost all our suffering is caused by our not having the power of detachment. So, along with the development of concentration, we must develop the power of detachment. We must learn not only to attach the mind to one thing exclusively, but also to detach it at a moment's notice and place it upon something else. These two should be developed together to make it safe.